Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to go diving into one of the coolest things in technology that I've learned recently, machine learning. You've probably heard of artificial intelligence or AI. It's when computers do things that usually need human intelligence, like recognizing faces, playing games, or even talking to you. But how do computers get so smart? That's where I learned machine learning came in. Before I dive in, if you're my age and you want to doodle along and play along, then grab a notebook and something to draw with. Machine learning is everywhere, even in the apps I use every day. Isn't it crazy that the same tech that's helping self driving cars is also helping me pick my next YouTube video? This is exactly how machine learning works. I give the computer lots of examples and it figures out the patterns. Let me show you an example. Imagine I want a computer to tell cats and dogs apart. I don't have to say, okay, a cat has pointy ears and whiskers. Nope. I just show the computer hundreds of pictures of cats and dogs. The computer looks at all the pictures, compares them, and eventually learns the difference by itself. Crazy, right? Alright, now it's your turn. Grab a piece of paper and something to draw with. Quickly draw a cat and a dog. Don't worry if it's messy or funny. Pause the video and take a few minutes. So here I'm going to draw my own cat and dog. So I'm drawing the ears, the eyes, nose, with this body, legs, tail, and boom, that's a cat. But now let's draw a dog. So it's gonna have some of the same features like body, legs, tail, head, eyes, nose. But it doesn't have whiskers like the cat does. And instead of pointy triangle ears, it has big floppy ears. Just draw those big floppy ears. So this is our dog. Dog. And this is our cat. See? Even though everyone's drawing looks different, you can still tell which is a cat and which is a dog. Computers do the same thing. They learn from examples. Alright, let's think about it. How did we know which drawing was the cat other than the text telling us? You've probably noticed the shape of the ears or the whiskers on the dog. That's exactly what a computer does with machine learning. It notices patterns in the data. Alright, let's talk about machine learning a little more. Machine learning isn't just recognizing cats and dogs, it's everywhere. Self driving cars use machine learning to recognize stop signs, traffic lights, and pedestrians. Video games can adapt to how you play, making them more fun. Music apps learn what songs you like and suggest new ones for you. Even phones use machine learning to correct your spelling or predict what you're going to type next. Here's a fun mini activity. I'll show you three sets of numbers. Set 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Set 2, 5, 10, 15, and 20. Set 3, 1, 2, 4, and 8. Can you spot the pattern in each set? Pause the video and take a minute to figure it out. Could you figure it out? That's because your brain is learning patterns from examples, just like a computer does with machine learning. So there are three types of machine learning: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So first, let's go to supervised learning. The computer learns from labeled examples, like our cat versus dog pictures. Now let's go to unsupervised learning. the computer finds patterns with no labels. So imagine giving it a bunch of photos and asking it to group similar ones. And reinforcement learning. The computer learns from trying things and getting feedback. So, like when you play a video game and you're figuring out how to win. Now, I want you to think of something in your own life where a computer could learn from examples instead of instructions. Maybe it's recognizing your friends' faces, helping with homework, or sorting your photos. Leave your answers in the comments or think about them as you continue learning AI. Now, let's make this even simpler. Think about training a puppy. When you teach your puppy to sit, you don't explain how muscles and bones work. Instead, you just give the puppy examples. You say, sit, and when it does, you reward it with a treat. If it doesn't sit, no treat. Over time, the puppy learns that, oh, when I sit, I get rewarded. Machine learning works just like that. So in this example, the puppy is the computer, the command and the treats, the data. And the learning happens through repetition and feedback. The more you train, the smarter the puppy gets. The more examples you give the computer, the smarter it gets too. Okay, here's a fun question. What's something else you could train a puppy to do besides sit? Maybe roll over, shake hands, or fetch a ball? Comment down below. See, that's just like giving a computer a new task to learn. Every new task is another set of examples. Let me pause for a second. Computers can learn much faster than puppies because they can process thousands of examples at once. But the idea is the same: examples, repetition, and feedback. Think about your favorite video game. Mine's Brawl Stars. Over time, the game learns where my level is and puts me in the level where I belong. That's the same concept as our puppy learning new tricks and our computer storing new data. So that was all about learning by example. Just like training a puppy, computers improve with feedback and repetition. Next, we'll get even more interactive and we'll play a game to see machine learning in action. Now it's game time. Let's become machine learning ourselves. This game is called Guess the Animal. Here's how it works. You think of an animal, I'll ask yes or no questions to guess it, and each answer gives me data, which I use to get closer to the right answer. So let's try it together. Is your animal big? Does it live in water? Does it have fur? Can it fly? Notice how I didn't know your animal at the beginning, but by asking smart questions, I narrowed it down. That's what machine learning does. It starts with absolutely no clue, then step by step from answers, it learns, just like I did. Now it's your turn. Think of your own animal and try asking yes or no questions to guess a friend's animal. Each answer is data, just like machine learning. So you can see machine learning in real life when doing this. Now, let's take a short break. Pause the video and stand up, stretch, and grab some water. When we come back, we'll see how computers organize all these questions in something called a decision tree. Now let's look at how computers think. This drawing is called a decision tree. It's like a map of yes or no questions that guide the computer to an answer. At the top, we start with one big question. Is the animal big? If it's big, we go down one branch. If it's not, we go down another. Then we ask more questions. Does it live in water? Can it fly? So if it's yes, then we go to the conclusion of a whale. If it's no, we go to the conclusion of an elephant. Same for this side. If it can fly, we think it's a bird. If it can't, we think it's a cat. Each question leads us to a different path until we end up at the right answer. So as you can see here, this would be our decision tree. Each question is leading us somewhere else, as said before. See how the tree helps us organize questions? That's how computers make decisions, by following a path of questions really fast. Now let's have a wrap up of this decision tree. They show us how computers can take information and organize it locally. The more questions they ask, the better they get at making the right decisions. Now that we understand how machine learning works, let's connect it to the real world. Some real life examples are YouTube recommendations, video games, Siri or Alexa, and self-driving cars. First, YouTube recommendations. Whenever we watch videos, YouTube learns what we like and suggests more of what they think we like. Video games. Enemies get harder over time. Voice assistants like Siri or Alexa. They learn how to understand your voice. Self-driving cars. They learn from millions of driving examples. Basically, machine learning is everywhere, even when you don't notice it. So think of one thing that you use every day that might have machine learning behind it. Write it in the comments. Maybe your phone, your favorite video game, or even your music app. Notice a pattern? Machine learning learns from examples, repetition, and feedback. That's exactly what we've been practicing with our games, the puppy analogy, and the decision tree. So let's quickly review what I learned today. Machine learning is when computers learn from examples instead of step-by-step instructions. I compared it to training a puppy. I played Guess the Animal to see how asking questions helps us learn. I drew a decision tree to see how computers organize those questions. And finally, I saw how machine learning is all around us, from YouTube to self-driving cars. So next time you see a recommendation or play a game with smart characters, you'll know machine learning is working behind the scenes. Thanks for spending this time with me. If you enjoyed this video of my AI learning journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And remember, just like us, computers get smarter by learning from examples. See you next time!